47 Weeks, Life and Learnings of a Dietetic Intern. Hey guys, welcome back to 47 Weeks. It's week 24 and I am halfway done the internship. Woo-hoo. I just completed my first week at Hearts in Motion for my community rotation and I couldn't love it anymore. Monday, my day started back in Cobequid, where we did some 3-month follow-up appointments, and then we drove back to the Mumford Professional Center where Hearts in Motion is, and I got a chance to meet everybody at Hearts in Motion and learn about how the program works. So Mondays and Wednesdays we're in Cobequid, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays we're at the Dartmouth Sportsplex. And then we were at the VG QE2 building on Friday. It's been so nice to get to sleep in a little bit better. At this point, I'm waking up normally at the time that I would be arriving at the ICU. I'm asked to come in at 8:30, 9:30 some days, and it's just such a much more relaxed pace. And as an added bonus, the Mumford Professional Center is just a 5-minute drive from my house. Feels really good to be back at work. I served on Tuesday and Saturday night this week. I also had time to finally go to my doctor's appointment because I couldn't take any time away from my 3rd clinical because I was just so behind. Thursday night, a couple of the interns and I went to a seminar at the Mount on the prevention of childhood obesity. We got to hear a few really good speakers, including Michael Vallis. If anyone hasn't seen him, he's a clinical psychologist. And he's really good, and he talks a lot about behavior change and motivational interviewing. Speaking of motivational interviewing, I'm gonna be learning that a lot in this rotation, and I'm super excited. Because what we don't get told in school is that despite all we're learning about food and macronutrients, 80 to 90% of what we do ends up being motivational interviewing, and we definitely don't learn of that enough in our program. I'm also super excited to develop my facilitation skills. So instead of just being there and being the educator, you're just leading a discussion in the right direction in order to motivate people. So because my community rotation and my QI project are kind of intertwined, I'm gonna be doing both. So even though my QI week is in 4 weeks, I'm just gonna be working on it here and there. I have to brush up my lit review because the dietitians are gonna look over my proposal for my project on Wednesday. And this proposal that I'm working on isn't just another QI project. It feels like a bigger deal because it's gonna be used for the trick application. And if we're successful, we'll have money to continue this research and this online program for cardiac rehabilitation. So I'm super excited, and I know it's just this little dream I have because there's no guarantees, but there is a possibility that I could potentially work on this after my internship and get paid and make a difference and make online videos. What could be more perfect? I find myself really motivated in this rotation because it would be a dream to work at Hearts in Motion after my internship. Like a dream come true. It feels so good that what I do can actually reach and influence more people than just the one-on-one clinical setting. And I went into dietetics because I knew I was interested in working with cardiovascular disease. So, this feels like it's my niche. I've been learning more about lipid medications, so things other than statins that are used for lowering cholesterol or triglycerides, increasing HDL and how they work. I've also been doing some readings on dyslipidemia, and my preceptor gave me a great book on motivational interviewing, so I've been perusing through that and just reading up on the skills. This week I learned about some of the troubles of goal setting in a practice setting that I wasn't really aware of. It's actually impossible for a healthcare provider to spend the time and figure out all the goals with an individual and then track these goals and then just follow each individual when there's so many people to work with. So there's actually quite a lack of research in what method of goal setting works best in practice. Because on one hand you want the data to track from the before and then the after the intervention, but then it also takes away from the experience with the patient when you're asking specific questions instead of actually talking them through their barriers or what they have been working on. I really love that Hearts in Motion is both a research facility kind of slash practice area slash a place where you go to different locations to work with the community. I just love how versatile it is. This week is going to be a big week. I'm having a halfway to 50, halfway done internship party, and we're gonna celebrate. And my birthday actually falls on a weekend, which is the best. I just find it super crazy that I went into the internship being all about the clinical, and the internship really changes you. I'm so happy that I know now that I want to be in the community. That's definitely what I want to do. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, sustain your body, sustain your life. See you next week!